We will provide your airfare. We're going to provide for your meals, for your lodging. Lisa will work with each research center to make sure you have a good project. On all of this, there's some money to put in your pocket for incidental expenses to send you on your way. You're responsible for getting your passport, and I hope you all have passports now. And if you don't, when you go home, you should apply for one. And even if you don't get selected for the internship, I'm sure you will use it in other ways and at other times. You're responsible for getting your visa. You know, we've had a couple of times where 3 days till the plane's going to leave. Oh, Lisa, what do I do? My visa hasn't come. And parents have to drive to Chicago or worse, sit outside the door to the office of the consulate of India or China. You know, please, go in. Can you find my daughter or my son's passport in the pile? Get it out. Drive back, to the airport in Des Moines to get on the plane. You don't want to, you want to avoid that if you can. Believe me. So get that inoculations. You'll have to get the inoculations. We provide health insurance for you, but if you choose to have your own, ours is very good. But if you choose to have your own, then you'll be responsible to get that as well. If you get selected, we ask you to come to the orientation. We don't ask, we require it, but we ask nicely. So please come to the orientation, which will be towards the end of April or beginning of May, about a month before you leave. We're always open to handle questions. And, I know you go to programs, you hear people who represent organizations. The more senior are, and they'll tell you things, and you say, I wonder if he's really telling us the real stuff here. So we have parents who are here from last year, as well as interns. We're very, very appreciative for them to be here. And we'll all be gone out of the room, and your parents will be here, and so you can talk to the parents. And they'll be, I think, always willing to tell you parent to parent the straight story about whether what I'm saying is right or wrong, or say, here's the real deal. And also we have a couple of former interns who are here in the room, so that the students, you're at the applicants, the prospective interns, you can talk to them and say, now, wow, tell me, what was it really like? What are we, are they really serious about this, or what about that? What else? What have I left out on this? Covered everything?
Maybe we wanted to introduce the parents.
Oh, yes, please.
Jim Borlaug and Liz Sizer.
Yeah.
They're former parents. And then we have Abhishek Bamiri, who was in Brazil, and Alex Ayers, who was in Kenya. So for
yeah. Okay. Yeah. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And then they were sitting where you're sitting last year, right? Yeah. Yeah. 2 years ago. Yeah. That's it. Previously, on that. So I'm happy to stay here now and answer questions that you may have. Must be something I haven't addressed or something you're thinking about. So please.
Just one thing I think we want to mention: they do have to write the research paper.
Oh.
And then
Yes. Yeah. So after your 8-week internship, and you have to come back, you do have to write a paper, and you do have to submit it to us on time. And then you have to show up. In October
16th this year.
October 16th, World Food Day, as I know everyone here knows, and you will, and then your job will be to inspire the next group of students. I would say, my bet would be that if you asked virtually every young man or young woman who's here why they picked up the paper, why they chose to fill it out, and why they came, didn't really have anything to do with me urging them or you can change your life. It was watching the interns from the previous year give their reports and talk about their experience. They are, I believe, the most inspiring messengers to all the students coming behind them. And that's why, I want to be like him. I want to do what she did, I think. So. Question? Yeah. Here also, in addition, I have 32 years in the State Department. Frank Swoboda and Keegan Kautsky of our staff have very extensive experience living overseas, Peace Corps volunteers, graduate school, speak foreign languages, as does Lisa. Maura Walsh, my special assistant, likewise. Virtually everybody on our staff at the World Food Prize has experience living abroad, being abroad, dealing in foreign languages. And so we got a lot of backup. We're small, we're lean and mean, but we're rich in experience and in the capabilities and in the sense of responsibility and our obligation to Dr. Borlaug. Because whenever Dr. Borlaug would call me, the first thing he would always ask about was, how are those interns doing? How are those young people doing? The Borlaug-Ruan Internships were his absolute most favorite part of the World Food Prize. More than the laureates, more than the symposium, more than the speakers, he cared most about the students. So I hope you all make it. The interview process, I hope you do well. I wish you good luck, and I look forward to seeing you the end of April, beginning of May at orientation. No questions? Thanks again for braving the cold to be here.